So we've got about 15 minutes left or something. Do you guys have any questions? Actually, what let's do is instead of covering anything new, unless you guys have questions, let's kind of go around the room if you guys don't mind. And I'd like to kind of hear a little bit of a recap of today. Like, you don't have to cover the whole day, but just like something that stuck out to you, or you're like, hey, this was kind of fun to do this, or I'd kind of like to see if we can kind of hop around the room a little bit, if you're okay with that. Santiago, can we start with you?
Yeah, always. I think some of the cool things that we learned was kind of taking inventory from an item and kind of putting an amount, a dollar amount, or a size and a measurement, and then kind of putting it into an inventory where we can actually add it as a line item. When I set my Atlas up, it was kind of set up as unlimited items. So, and then my wife worked on it, so she set up my budgets for me, so I just kind of worked on it.
That's awesome.
It's very cool to see how everything was set up.
That's fun to kind of get into the backside of it sometimes.
Yeah, I was showing him right now, when I sell a product, when I have discounts, how we add the discount calculator, how we can go in there and put a percentage or a dollar amount on a discount, and it's going to show up as a line item too. So
awesome.
It's something cool that we haven't touched, but since these guys are learning so much,
absolutely.
The opportunity to show them.
There's multiple ways to add discounts, okay? And basically, just somebody needs to bring it up and say, how do you add a discount? And we kind of help you walk through it.
So what's just funny is he's like, I'm going to add so many discounts. I go, stop it, bro.
Stop it right now, yeah.
You know what? They show up. They show up for roll call. As soon as you enter it into the system, it becomes part of that story. And it has a name attached to it. So if you had a question, you'd be like, Paul was shaking, man.
Boy, you keep giving everybody discounts, dude.
I love discounts.
You know what? You can play a discount game, okay? If you charge plenty on the front end, you can make it look like you're giving a good discount, and you can actually make that. The person's like, oh my goodness, sweet, thank you. And really, you're actually still right where you want to be. So it's a game, and salespeople play this game all the time, okay? We came from a car dealership industry, okay? This is, we were playing this game for years, and so we totally understand discounting and sales and like some of these different pieces of the puzzle. So.
Well, I used to be a rug salesperson for microhandlers back in the day. Every month or every week we would chase the discount price. The pricing.
How funny.
Nothing was ever a discount. It was just saying, hey, we got a 20% this week, we got 5% this week, we got 15 this week, but it was more of, we just
Smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors. What do you want to see?
Here's what we do for that. Look right here. We talk about smoke and mirrors all the time, okay? It's a magician's trick, right? Yeah. Smoke and mirrors, because then something can be happening, but you're distracted on something else. That's all you're doing when you're flip-flopping discounts and prices, okay? That's good. That's good. Awesome. Paul.
I like how instead of going through and making and building, to make a recipe so that instead of going through and building an item every time, you can just go through, make a quick recipe, and boom, it's already there, and then you can just keep using that recipe over and over and over again. The only question I have is on that recipe, what if prices change? Can I go through and change the line item prices without messing up the recipe and doing it and editing it every time?
Okay, so when you're actually setting up the recipe, there's settings. Do you want to use the current cost, which it'll go out and look it up, or do you want to fix it? Like, no, I always want it to be this type of deal. And then on the sales side, you can actually open it up. So, hey, do you want to just pull whatever the current pricing is? So then if somebody modified the price, it automatically would suck in those new prices for you, okay? So Santiago, if you're selling Adilas, you could set up a recipe. Your monthly, your this, or this, or this, and you could walk down through the list. Hey, are you interested in any on-site setup? No, we're good. Okay. How about this? We also offer this. Like you're literally just walking through a recipe and saying yes, no, this, and then you, exactly. But basically,
root beer.
Root beer.
I'm going to add a keep cola on the side of that.
Yep. Good. Good on you. Sweet. Paul, any other comments or anything?
No, I really like the recipe. I really like how everything, if you really think about it, everything is a recipe, and how you can add that and just keep going back and keep adding the recipes. You can have multiple, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then, I'm just gonna jump in because this is something I talk about all the time, okay? Atlas is one of the only companies out there right now that provides a recipe build application that's integrated into their POs, their accounting, their payroll, their inventory, everything that you have, which is so awesome because you can actually say, you can build a recipe. It could be just kind of a gift basket that you can sell multiple items, or you could kind of go into your mini manufacturing food homogeneous goods and, have all your flour and eggs and sugar and then build a product and then PO it to your storefront and then sell that as a whole item. So it's really, yeah, I mean,
That's what I liked about it as well, is that it just gives you multiple things.
I mean, I think there's only one other POS system that provides it, and it's for a restaurant. And, it's still just a POS system.
Awesome. Yeah, we actually don't even really market ourselves as just a POS system. Like when we market Atlas, we're kind of like, hey, we're a business model, like an e-business buffet model. What do you want? You need POS stuff? You need point of sale stuff? No problem. You need CRM functionality? You need scheduling? You need accounting? Like, what do you need? And then you pick and choose. Like these guys were just using a little teeny piece of it for a patch because they're like, oh crap, I got to get these invoices out the door. We're like, sweet, cool, we'll play. But like different people use it at different levels. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where it kind of becomes fun.
Ask James, what is Atlas?
Okay, James, it's your turn, bud.
Atlas is all data is live and searchable. That's what it's an acronym is. We try to go by that as much as possible. We say that in our speech anytime we call somebody. That is one of the things that we talk about, is that your data is always up and live and always searchable. You're always going to be able to track it wherever you are. You can be on the beach, having a Mai Tai, and be able to check on your business no matter what. I like the customizability. I like the fact that you can check your inventory whenever you need, whenever you want. It could be 12 o'clock midnight, and you're like, oh man, I forgot to do my payroll for the next day. It's right there, done. You don't have to worry about being in the office all the time. You can just be out and doing your stuff, doing anything you want to do, and just being able to go ahead and switch back and forth between business mode and being, in your feeding mode, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Sure. In your PJs, right?
Or on the beach,
Yeah.
They're Europeans.
What you wearing?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Careful there, Santiago. Careful. Awesome. Do you guys have any other comments on the back row? We're going to move up to the next row up here. Mick, let's have you make a comment.
Today is my first exposure to seeing all the parts, and it's just been very interesting to see how flexible it is.
Awesome.
It's very customizable. So.
It is, and sometimes it's kind of a two-edged sword in a way, and I'll be the first to admit that. But because it is so customizable, sometimes people don't really know where to go or jump. That's why we're trying to get more and more and more training. And as we get people trained, all of a sudden they all of a sudden start connecting the dots and can kind of put things together. And so that's what we're really trying to do. Awesome. Did you have any other comments, Mick, or anything?
Like I said, it's also new that I think that I've just kind of enjoyed observing what's going on. I think our application, because we have specific named products and we only sell those, and we're limited to certain quantities.
Okay.
And
Sure.
so multiple discounts, those kinds of things are really critical to us.
Sure.
Just making sure that it's clear, what we're buying and how much we can charge for it, and having specific prices, because we don't sell everything at the same price.
Sure.
So making sure that we're complying, because we've got rules and laws that we have to live by, and they change because we're such a new industry.
For sure.
So in discounts and things like that, right, we're just making sure the system is quick and efficient, so when someone's ready to check out, it's very obvious that it's there, the sales tax rates are there.
Awesome. Good call. David.
The Atlas platform can be very big and can be mind-boggling. So my advice is just learn the pieces you need and go from there, and then all of it talk to and connect.
Mm-hmm. And you can even connect the dots potentially later if you needed to. It's not like, oh my goodness, I have to connect everything. Like, get it going, and when you feel comfortable and you're like, okay, we're ready, let's draw this line in the sand, you can start bringing those pieces in so that they can play into the master puzzle.
Quite a few Atlas business people say that you Atlas say, no, I just need to put it there. Well, but when they go into that, you start using it, I can do that. They use, I can do that. And they do that, they use everything.
Yep.
Because we did everything when they signed up. Not to people, everything. Don't worry about trying to learn everything at once. I know that at a time.
You know what we say? We say, where is your pain? Let's go there. And let's help you with your pain. And once you're comfortable and you're like, okay, cool, here's my next pain. Great. Let's migrate to that next pain, and we'll slowly kind of keep walking through some pieces.
I know you've done the whole thing over the years. I was just behind or 2 years behind.
I like the acronym that Steve always says. Atlas is an elephant. There's no way we can eat the elephant all at once. Let's knock it down, cut a leg off, and start chewing on that. You know?
You know what? We're trying to make it easier and easier. We really are. So that we're committed to doing more and more training and helping and organizing the training that we do have, and like we're going to try to make it better, more automated, adding some more validation, so it's kind of like lightly helping you along the different ways, and even kind of doing this. Guess what we're going to actually call this little graphic right here? If you can see the Adilas GPS layout, okay? Where am I? What happened? Like almost to a GPS level where it's like, okay, you were here, but it's now here, and so this is how it's connected, like kind of showing you how things are connected. So we're going to kind of have fun with that, kind of play along those ways. Awesome. You guys, David is a power user. He might be kind of quiet in class here. Solid as a rock. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. Great skills. Good stuff. Thank you, David. Sherry-O.
POs and recipe builds for me. I learn more and more each time I come to the seminars. Creature habit I play in my playground where I'm good. POs is where I struggle, and I've learned more and more. Funny enough, the recipe just kind of clicked a little bit more solid with me today.
Okay, good, good.
Because I'm telling you, I just don't get that stuff.
Sure, sure.
And with a few of the industries that I work with, they're asking me questions, and I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, wow, you go make your Big Mac on your own. But I'm getting it, and it's becoming more absorbed, as opposed to just me being the accounting nerd of watching the income statement, the balance sheet, the sales tax. So that's fun for me because I struggle in the PO area. I'm a nerd. So I've learned more. And today it was just all of a sudden with that recipe. I don't know how come.
That's awesome. We actually have a couple little delis and stuff that are kind of using Adilas, and they'll actually say, here's my standard sandwiches. And so they're using lots of buttons and touchscreen type stuff. And so they'll click on the button to add their, say, hoagie classic or whatever. But then if somebody's like, hey, I want to kind of build my own, they click another little button that basically takes them to a recipe that has their bread choices, their meat choices, their veggie choices, and they're like, click, 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 click. And then basically at the top, they've already said, hey, the custom build is a $5 sandwich. We'll tell you, for instance, they assign the top level, and then all the different little pieces, they click submit, and it rolls it right into the invoice, so they're not constantly searching and doing stuff like that. So it's kind of fun that way. Awesome. Let's go up here in front, and you have to remind me of your name again.
My name is Leah.
Leah.
Yep. It was nice to see just how it all ties in. I had no idea how to keep it right.
Okay. Okay.
Because we've just touched the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
What we're doing. So it makes a lot more sense to me how it's all integrated into everything we do. We can sell off of it essentially.
Sure.
That's exciting.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot. I know I'm sure you did too.
Thank you guys for coming. This is what we're trying to do is kind of help you out a little bit. So.
Good. Well, definitely helps us out.
Good. Andy, how about you?
Yeah, just starting from creating it in the back end and seeing how it comes through in the front end. And just how it all works is very beneficial. Our questions that, we had our pains and we see how easy it was to fix it, and then it will be a lot easier for us to know what's going on and where we're going wrong, if it's not working or saving or going after you know,
Sure.
and hopefully explaining it to everyone else.
I hear you. And so just keep going. I think you guys are doing great, and I can see some great strides today. Oh my goodness, it's right there. So that's awesome. Perfect. Cheryl.
Recipes for sure. It's something that I needed, and I walked in late on another one where you were building the wedding planner, and I went, oh, that's what I really needed. So I'm grateful to go over that again, so I can see how I would use that again and again and again and again.
Okay, awesome. Especially for your industry.
Right,
your business.
especially for mine. So
That's great. Shannon.
Yeah, I was just thinking how much a plan really helps you to be effective in Adilas, because there's so much you can do, and sometimes just getting in there, I mean, I can't even tell you how many times you ask the question, well, what do you want? Because when you have an idea or something that's applicable to you, then it's so much easier to take it to Adilas and achieve your purposes once you understand what it is you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, awesome. Great stuff. Can I make one more small comment before we get done, just for fun? When we started earlier today, we didn't have hardly anything in here. We have been playing all day today. Here is what we now have. We've done 4 invoices worth $381. Of those, we've had 9 different line items. That doesn't tell me quantities unless I physically go in there or to the grouped option. It would physically tell me, but we have a bunch of different things. We have payments, only worth $271 compared to the $381 that was originally done. I have how much taxes has been collected. I have POs. I have scans that went to POs, time cards, images, items. Like, we have 28 items. We didn't have any this morning. This was all done just today. And at any point in time, I could just click in there and it would actually show me those different pieces of the puzzle as far as what actually happened and such. So I think we did a great job. We have one other person. Wayne, do you have any other comments today or anything?
Yeah, I learned how to film you better.
Okay, great. That's my favorite part.
It was hard to do.
What happens when you ask your dad for an answer, huh?
Yeah. You know what? I really appreciate this guy. Literally every morning when we are at home, we go up in the hills and we're out walking and hiking, and so he hears about all these ideas, and he's a great sounding board. We play tennis a little bit back and forth, just verbal tennis. We just kind of play it. So super fun. Good stuff.
So
Awesome.
I figured out a way today to make this whole thing. See, what we'll do is we have one timeline, and I've got better sound than he does in GoToMeeting, and then we'll just chop out the GoToMeeting pieces, put a fade in, fade out, done deal. So he'll be he talking and showing the whole thing. It's the best training you could ever imagine, and then we're going to have all these pieces together. That's going to be the Adilas University. So
These are all building pieces for Adilas University is kind of what we're doing. So it's good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Awesome. Let's go ahead and call it a day. We're going to start again tomorrow. And thank you guys for coming. Good stuff.